there are those who are wooing former President Goodluck Jonathan to join the fray in 2027.
That shows you how foolish the country is. How did he lose in 2015? They should have asked him. And on an interview with either with the AIT or channels, I said I met him 5 times as president of Nigeria on his invitation. And on one occasion, I told him that he was going to lose this election. He said, "Dan, if not the respect I have for you, I will walk you out of my office." And that's his ambassador in China. He's from Kano. His ambassador at the United Nations is from here. And that the election is finished. That was the last time I went to his office. Then 2 weeks after, his secretary to government, Pius Anyi, called and called and said to hell with. And see how they lost, woefully. A man that had governance at Plata. And he just threw it away because he wasn't thinking. And I knew what his problem was then, but I won't say it and they are calling him to come back. Nothing is absolutely exciting about him. Even before the result was announced, he had already considered defeat to Tinubu. They are counting it as part of his legacy. That result had not. Have you had anywhere in the world that you can consider only when the result has been announced? He considered defeat. That was why the former deputy governor of Edo State, who was his campaign manager, what's the name of that fellow? Ogadome. Was mad. He was still in the hall where votes were being counted. The president has considered defeat. Called Buhari to congratulate him. It happened in this country. Ogadome was crazy. Saying no, they don't accept. And they told him the person you are working for has considered defeat. He said the result had not been called. So is that the character of person? What did he do? He comes from the south, comes from Bayelsa. Was he able to impress anything on Bayelsa? Instead, they all asking to please some people from some parts of the country they believe own Nigeria. That is the legacy he left behind, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because that's the person they used to destroy Peter Odili's ambition. And it's important you know this because Peter Odili was on the verge of becoming he was the person to have succeeded Obasanjo. He was the person to have succeeded Obasanjo, but I was in that campaign trail, going all over the country, until something happened somewhere, and they said then they won't put him up. Somebody said, Obasanjo believed that he used his resources with AIT, my late friend Dobesi, and some others to truncate his attempt for a third term. A lot of things happen in this country. And I knew what Peter did, yes. He said, Dan, this will not work. We have taken an oath to try. My brother, if I tell you, why I joined even the People's Redemption Party with Aminu Kano, we stare and look down myself, Aminu Kano, SG Koku, Uche Chukwumerije, and I would say, how can we continue this way? And one day, Aminu Kano was looking at me. I said, I was born in Kano. I regard myself, until recently, I don't feel Kano State as my state of origin. That's what I was feeling. It didn't mean anything to me. And that's where I was born. God would have told me to be born somewhere else, So, but when you look at the level of development and what is going on in this country, nobody cares. So after my interview this morning, the governor called me. He said, please, this thing you're saying might cause a revolution. I said, will it cause a revolution? I hope it will be a positive revolution. That will have 774 local governments and water is not running in one. And you're telling me about revolution? What is a revolution? That millions of our citizens are dying? So do you go to your village to know the problems in various villages in this country? And you see governors move, attending function in their state capital, they are moving with 17, 20 SUVs in the state capital. Under 10 minutes drive, half of the vehicles are empty. All over the country, not just one state, not two, all over. And these are children of very poor parentage that God exposed and brought them up, elevated them to power. All they are thanking God is this kind of, Dubai-oriented kind of lifestyle.